Hey guys, it's BJ. Today I'm going to talk about how social media promotes delusional thinking. I was chatting to a girl in her early 20s and she was telling me that she met a guy who she found attractive at a party. And the following day she followed him on Instagram and she spent 45 minutes looking at his photos. At the end of her stalking session, she felt a bit uncomfortable with herself. She was having these thoughts in her head where she thought, what if he knows I'm looking at his photos? He's going to think I'm really scary. And I know this may seem a bit absurd, but the reality is pretty much everyone has stalked someone on social media. Everyone has spent a fair bit of time looking at another person's profile when they feel like they shouldn't be doing it. And I believe that one of the reasons why there are so many problems with mental health amongst young people in Western society is because social media is manipulating people to do things that may be a bit mentally absurd when they are spending time alone looking at their social media platforms. I think another way that social media can tarnish your mental health is you'll spend a bit of time scrolling through your newsfeed and then you'll close the app and then a split second later you open that app without thinking about it. It's happened to me many times and I felt as if like I wasn't in my own head anymore, as if someone else was controlling what I was thinking and I had no capacity to actually control my own actions. I have this joke in my stand-up comedy routine where I say that one of the reasons why our grandma and grandpa's marriage lasted for such a long time was because grandma never caught grandpa liking another girl's photo on Instagram. And I can think of many friends who have had arguments with their romantic partner purely because they liked the photo of another person on Instagram. I know a lot of people, when they break up with their romantic partner, they create this narrative in their head where they have to try and make it out as if their life is more interesting than their ex on social media. For example, they will post every day on Instagram or Facebook for about 2 weeks, trying to show off how exciting their life is without their former partner. I believe that this is delusional, as it completely wastes your time and it deprives you of the necessary space that's needed to move on from your ex. I think it's very unusual how a lot of people, when they break up with their ex, they get blocked on social media and create fake accounts so they can stalk them. They like to keep up to date with all the people of the opposite gender who are commenting and liking their posts. I was chatting to a friend the other night who told me that when he broke up with his girlfriend, he decided to unfriend her on all social media platforms because he wanted to have some space so he could just move on with his life and come to terms with the end of the relationship. However, a few hours later after unfriending her, she sent him a message asking him why he unfriended her. My advice for all my followers is to not necessarily unfriend your ex at the end of a relationship, but to click the snooze button. This snooze button on Facebook removes all posts from this certain person from your newsfeed for up to 30 days. By doing this, you'll no longer see the content of your ex in your newsfeed, but at the same time, they won't know that you're not seeing what they're posting on Facebook. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you find my advice helpful. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd love you to share it with your friends. In the next couple of weeks, I'm going to start working on a video about the superficial nature of Instagram, which has unfortunately negatively impacted the mental health of millions of girls around the world. So if you've got any stories you think you could share with me or advice that I could share with my followers, please send me a message. I'd love to collaborate with you. Until next time, goodbye, Ilya Trilly.